Hey everyone, today I would like to discuss a topic that is very sensitive but important. That topic is the strong black woman trap. As we all know, for many decades, black American women were forced to be in the strong masculine role for a number of reasons. Now, I'm not going to go over the reasons because most black women already know why. Now, do I think the reasons are racist? No, I don't, but I do believe it was structured to keep black women neglected. Some of us American black women are not going to admit it, but black men also push black women in the strong masculine energy when they decide to abandon them. I personally don't trust male feminists because many of those types of men are very selfish and believe men and women are equal when that is obviously a big lie. But anyways, the strong black woman trap is a blessing and a curse because it has taught many black women about perseverance, which is very important to have in a world like this. And it has also helped us to become more self sufficient, but it has also created a lot of unfair treatment and obligations that women shouldn't have to go through. In a way, it's like the strong label has stripped us of our womanhood, which is why some black men don't see black women as real women. Now, when a man doesn't see a woman, a biological woman at that, as a woman, then that's when the misogynistic traits, followed by competition, starts. Although gender competition may not be a problem for some women, but to me it's a big problem because men and women are supposed to complement each other, not tear each other apart. But it's unfortunate that in the black American culture we are incentivized and programmed to be self destructive. Black women looks are constantly attacked and exploited by black men who get rewarded for doing it. No other group of women's looks are attacked or exploited more than the black women's, and unfortunately, it's usually done by 95% of the time black men. It's like society views black women as the neglected work mules that doesn't deserve to be valued and publicly loved. It hurts to see it this way, but it is what it is. And this is why I strongly believe more black women need to resign from that label. Now, I'm not saying black women should stop being ambitious and successful. I'm just saying more of us should stop putting ourselves in masculine positions all of the time. We should stop letting our occupations be a part of our identity. Instead, we should identify with nourishing our womanhood and taking better care of ourselves by working on our spirituality and our mental health because they both align with each other. And our mindset affects our energy, and our energy can affect our day to day outcomes. So please don't mistake this message as me telling black women to not be financially stable because that is not what I am saying. I don't believe women should solely depend on a man to financially take care of them because we don't live in that kind of climate, and too many black men were not raised to be providers anyway, so that would be very counterproductive. But I am saying that we should stop taking our work home with us and we should stop trying to be everyone's superheroes because it's counterproductive again and because it's giving people the wrong idea that all black women should put themselves last and be doormats, and that's not what I want the world to portray black women as a collective to be. And this strong label has created that in a way. And it has also manifested in other areas of our lives that has affected us, and that being our health. I believe a lot of black women put the world on their shoulders by choice, and I believe that has a lot to do with that label, that strong stereotype that we were conditioned to adopt at our, again, detriment. And it has caused so many health problems as far as what I believe is because of that. It has caused a lot of high cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone that makes us look fat. Even if we don't eat a lot, we still could look fat. So the assumption that people who are fat are automatically eat too much, that's not true. there are some people who are fat looking because of cortisol levels. So I just wanted to clear that up because a lot of people assume that all fat people are eating all the time, doing nothing but eating, and that's not true. But anyways, I believe that that stereotype is making us fat, and the cortisol levels is an indication of that, and it's causing a lot of depression in a lot of us, and low self-esteem as well. And unfortunately, other people see this, and a lot of people take advantage of us because of that. And I think that more of us need to have high self-esteem by again neglecting that strong stereotype because it's not helping us and it hasn't really helped us. Maybe it helps us get jobs, but most of the jobs that we get are very stressful and also makes us fat as well. And a lot of the times those jobs don't appreciate us either. And the salaries also reflect that they don't really appreciate us because I notice that women that are in like high corporate positions, they are like outnumbered. So it's not many black women in high salary positions in corporate America. And the few that are there, they're constantly overlooked, constantly pushed into being masculine and angry, in my opinion. And it's not a good look overall for the modern working black woman because again, the salaries is not always there and it's not worth it anyway. Like I don't believe money has a price. I believe happiness. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm confusing it. I meant to say happiness doesn't come with a price tag, in my opinion. Now, having money is important, but self love and self esteem is also very important. And I believe us as black women, we neglect those other areas. So the next time you embrace the strong label, please think about the expected duties that comes with that because I notice the black women who don't embrace that stereotype are often seen as problematic to other women, including black women, which is the ultimate disturbance for me. Because I'm thinking, okay, what's wrong with a black woman going to the spa? What's wrong with a black woman getting her groceries delivered? What's wrong with a black woman not struggling overall? Like it's like many black women were brainwashed into thinking that we have to struggle to be valued in this world. And that has also affected our womanhood. And also, I noticed that other women too see it as weird to see black women being cared for because they're so used to us being neglected and not taking care of ourselves to the point where it's even surprises them when we do take the initiative to put our self care first. And again, why do we have to embrace the struggle narrative to be accepted by society anyway? Now, other women thinking that black women are supposed to be constant work mules and the let me what's another word that I'm looking for? The work mules and the doormats of the world. But it's even more problematic when we embrace that expectation. Like we should stop falling for the tricks because it's all a trick, in my opinion. Again, there's nothing wrong with being ambitious and loving your job and loving working. That's not what I'm talking about because we should be working. But I'm just saying, like, when we make that a part of our identity, meaning who we are, that's when it becomes a problem, in my opinion. Again, I know I said that already, but I'm saying it again because some women, well, some black women especially, get triggered when I mention that, and it's kind of sad thinking about it because it's like, okay, is that all you think of yourself as being a work mule or a title? Like, we don't really realize how we make things harder for ourselves, and we don't have to. And again, this is something that I hope more black women think about, because most of us are working, again, working our asses off with nothing to really show for it except for debt and neglect, followed by being the lowest paid group of women most of the time. Again, black women, please reconsider the strong label, because it is slowly killing us and giving society the perception that we are not worthy of being the damsel that needs care, rest, protection, love, stability, luxury, and the list goes on. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe and share your thoughts on this topic. Bye.